Antonio's Story, Legacy of the Fallen. By Charles Olson. Chapter 3. Becoming Elvira Montana. 1985. The fire arrives. That's when he showed up. Tony Montana. Frank's new recruit. Loud, sharp. Cuban fire wrapped in a cheap suit and a hunger that never stopped growing. He walked into the Babylon Club like he owned it, and into Elvie's life like a match into gasoline. Tony didn't bow the way the others did. He didn't flirt with her like she was a prize to be won. He didn't pretend. He looked at her like she was real, like she was dangerous, beautiful, alive. It started with stolen glances, then a shared laugh at something she shouldn't have found funny. Then a moment, too long to be innocent, in the hallway during a party. She leaned in and whispered,
"You're gonna get yourself killed talking like that."
Tony had smiled, wild and fearless.
So what? At least I don't pretend.
Frank saw it. He wasn't stupid. He tried to keep them apart. He warned her. He punched walls. He made promises. She stopped believing him. The breaking point. The last fight came over dinner. Frank had been drinking. The cocaine was still crawling through his veins. He called her ungrateful, stupid, used, said he made her, said no one would want her without him. Elvie didn't cry. She stood up, took her purse, and walked out. Tony was waiting at the curb, leaning against a borrowed car, cigarette glowing between his fingers. He didn't say anything, just opened the door. She got in. That was the moment Elvie from Baltimore died, and Elvira Montana was born. 1985. Miami. The beginning with Tony felt like flying. Fast, reckless, intoxicating. For the first time, Elvie wasn't being protected or controlled. She was riding shotgun beside a man who was tearing the world apart with his bare hands. He didn't try to tame her. He flaunted her, adored her, let her talk back, drink too much, wear what she wanted. He bought her a mansion, furs, diamonds, even things Frank couldn't touch. She was no longer someone's prize. She was the queen beside the king. But love built on fire doesn't last, and it didn't take long for the smoke to rise. The relationship. Glamour and collapse. Their life together was a fever dream, champagne and chaos. Tony brought her into rooms filled with guns, money, fear. She became the woman everyone whispered about, the one everyone envied, the one no one could touch. But she saw what they didn't, the cracks, the paranoia, the rage beneath the grin. Tony stopped sleeping, started yelling, started doubting everyone, even her. The cocaine turned his charm into venom, his love into possession, his trust into constant suspicion. And Elvie? She started disappearing into herself. Sleeping pills, vodka, anything to blur the edges of the life she was trapped inside. But she stayed, maybe out of fear, maybe out of love, or maybe because she didn't know how to start over again. The final fight. 1986. It happened on a quiet night, just the two of them. No bodyguards, no guests. Just dinner. Something normal, something hopeful. She thought maybe she could tell him. She'd just found out she was pregnant. She was terrified. Not because she didn't want the baby, but because she didn't want it to grow up like him. With him. Still, she planned to tell him, rehearsed it. She even wore the dress he liked, soft red, low back, no perfume, just eyeliner and bravery. But Tony came to the table already wound tight, coked up, pacing. Accusing her of looking at someone else at the club, of talking to Manny behind his back, of plotting to leave him.
You think I don't see what you're doing, huh?
He snapped.
You think I'm stupid?
She tried to calm him, but it was like trying to soothe a wildfire. The rant grew louder. The glass smashed against the wall. The words got meaner, and suddenly, she couldn't do it. She couldn't say the words. Couldn't tell him about the baby. Couldn't tell him that she was scared. Couldn't tell him that maybe, deep down, she still loved him. She just wanted to survive the night. She grabbed her purse and ran, slammed the door so hard the walls shook. He didn't follow, not this time. That was the last time Elvira Montana saw Tony alive.